everybody. Happy Friday. It is May 8th, 2020. Hope you guys had a good week. Hope you're excited for Friday, excited for your weekend. I hope you enjoyed that Scorpio full moon. It was every bit of a Scorpio full moon. So I hope it helped you grow. I hope it, if anything, it was just beautiful and you got to witness it and enjoy it. Um, enjoy it. Friday, man. Moon is in Sagittarius. It's all about expanding. It's all about knowledge, expressing our emotions and our wisdom, and just growing emotionally. Taking all that Scorpio full moon vibe that we had to learn and that came up, and all that stuff that we had to deal with. If you did, um, grow from that, expand, and that's wisdom that you gain now. It's nothing more than something in your bag of tricks that you had to work through and deal with, and now it made you stronger. So use that to expand. And Sag is mutable fire, so we got to take all that stuff and grow and change, and find out, where we're going for the rest of this lunar cycle into the next new moon, and take all those hard, deep lessons that you learned and put them into new expansive emotions. This is first time we've had anything in Sag with this new South Node. So I'm not even sure what to make of that, to be honest with you. I hope that it doesn't seem like what we learned was an illusion, because what we learned in Scorpio was heavy stuff. I think a lot of us got the bottom, of our barrel scraped emotionally and had to deal with a lot of things. So, I just think we got to really go towards that North Node Gemini and just remember that, you got to put your all this wisdom and all this knowledge out there and communicate it and bring it to the people around you and come together and be strong. Because sometimes going through the battle by yourself can be hard, and you're not the only one. So reach out to people that you care about. Reach out to your tight circle, your tribe, and if you're having a hard time, people are there and they care for you and they want to help you. And I think it's a good time to remember that with this North Node in Gemini, is that you have people that love you and care about you, and you don't have to always do everything on your own. Let's see. We're making good aspects to Chiron. We're trining over there. So, there's it's gonna really make us feel good and help our identity when we express these things that we learned um, in Scorpio. And it's a good aspect. It should be easier for us to express this new wisdom we have, and it's going to make us feel good and unlock little doors in our life. Chiron's always a key, and I just, it's with a trine, that good aspect, it's easier to unlock certain aspects within yourself right now. So express that wisdom and that knowledge and that expansive growth. Because Scorpio brought a lot of people a lot of growth. That was a big one. That full moon was all about the growth. And Chiron's the wounded healer, so express some of the things, like talk about it and let your identity grow and expand with you. Um, Chiron's making a semi-square over to Mercury, which Mercury is kind of a focal point right now in Taurus. Again, we have to express our values. So not only our emotions that came up, but what, our values, money, if, we're tied to things in the physical reality that we don't want, we have to figure that out before Mercury gets into Gemini and these retrogrades kick off. So like the window's getting even smaller. So there's big healing to be had if we can communicate and express what's going on, and regarding our money, our values, and love, self-love mainly with Taurus. So a lot of that's like slowing down and figuring out what you want, but at the same time, Mercury's going so fast right now that we have to, Taurus wants to be slow, but sometimes we got to go against that and make quick decisions for ourselves that are going to benefit us moving forward, especially this year. We also, Mercury is making a, no, Mercury's making, oh, so you know what? The part of Fortune and Mars are conjuncting in Aquarius, which is cool, and Mercury's squaring them. So the challenge here is like we got to fight for what we want in this new age, and if we can put those thoughts to action and go get what we want, we're going to bring in this new age that we really want, and that's where the fortune is. Like sometimes we have to fight for what we really want. Um, you know, that's good energy. Like that's the mini Jupiter. Like there's abundance and happiness and fortune and good luck. So you got to go fight for what you want and what you need moving forward, and like set yourself up for the rest of this year, because if you do, you're gonna have good fortune. And it's a square, so it's gonna feel hard. And the semi-square to Chiron's going to feel hard, but that's the thing with the squares is they might not feel like the easy thing to do, but sometimes the right thing to do isn't always the easy thing to do. But we get rewarded when we trust our intuition and we do what's right for us. And, without hurting anybody in the meantime. Like we also got to look out for each other. And that's Aquarius too. It's like other people, our friends, community, and humanity, really. Aquarians, they're the water pour for humanity. So we got to fight and stick up for each other and really and not leave people behind. Like Taurus is very much like your self-worth and like your self-values, but that's the challenge. Sorry about that. But that's the challenge, right? We got to use what we value, and we got to be able to put that out there so that the collective can come together and value things that are more important than maybe what we valued before. And we got to take action on these things, because there's good luck if we do, but if we don't do it, we might miss out on that good luck and that good fortune. Something to consider. Our moon's also making a quincunx to Uranus. Triangle. That's perfect for Uranus, because Uranus is all about that unique. And I never draw very good. I'm not paying attention to that mouse. Anyways, the moon's making that quincunx over to Uranus, which is that 150 degree, that weird angle. So it's going to feel weird expressing these new emotions and what needs to come out, or lessons from Scorpio. It might feel awkward. It might feel like we're not ready, but you got to trust your intuition. And if you're feeling like something needs to come out, it does, even if it might seem weird, and it might look like a triangle in the middle of a bunch of ovals, because it's unique like that, and your feelings are unique. Nobody else feels like you feel. We're all different. Nobody is going to feel and live the same life you did, so you can't put people in a box and expect that they're going to have the same exact values and emotionally tie themselves to these values the same way you do. You have to be open to understanding everybody's point of view, and everybody's going to have a little different aspect to them. So I think that's the challenge in that weird little angle, is like express yourself, but know that not everybody's going to value things the way you do, and if they don't, that's okay. That's okay. Just you don't have to put each other down for having different views or being unique, because being unique is what makes us us. And you got to be yourself. You got to trust yourself. Other than that, I mean, it's kind of the same stuff we've been talking about for the last, this week. I mean, this is the last week before the retrogrades. Saturn is going retrograde on Sunday. Venus is going retrograde on Tuesday, I believe. It's the 13th. And then on the 15th, Jupiter's right behind it. And Jupiter's going to try to clean up some of this mess. Pluto's already retrograde. But we're going to come into a lot of reflection this year. And I think not only on like a personal basis for everybody is this going to be, it's going to be different for everybody, but we're going to have to deal with these, with the last, year of our life, and things are going to come up, and even farther back than that, because these planets hold so much energy for a long time, especially the slower moving ones. So a lot of things are going to come up that we're going to have to reflect on, but it's for the best, and it's to push us forward. And Jupiter is going to really, when Jupiter comes direct again in November, I believe, and starts coming up on Saturn and passes Saturn December 21st, we're going to have a sense of everything's going to feel better. It's going to feel like luck's back on our side. But until then, I got to be honest with you. I think we still have a lot. We have a lot to work through individually and as a collective. And I just wouldn't be surprised if on a collective scale we get tested this year even more. And I know it almost feels like we're done with this crazy illusion and like things are getting back to normal. But don't put all your eggs in that basket is all I can tell you. And I hope that things, level out and stay easy. I feel like things have been pretty easy for the last couple weeks, and it's been nice. It's been comfortable, but I don't believe that the collective's done growing. I still think there's a lot more to be done, and this is just my opinion and what I see in the astrology. And be ready for more growth and more change, but don't be scared of it. And we're going to get tested. I think we're all going to get tested on a bunch of different levels. So stay strong with yourself, and love yourself, and let that love radiate out, and let your light radiate out to everybody else, especially when you see people out in public. And even if you're wearing a mask, or you're not wearing a mask, and someone else is wearing a mask or not wearing a mask, like, we gotta stop judging each other. Like, if you feel like you need to wear a mask to be safe, fine. Nobody needs to judge you for that. Like, that's your choice. It's your life. It's your journey. Wear your mask. Feel comfortable. Whatever makes you feel good. But that doesn't mean it gives you the right to judge someone who doesn't wear a mask, because that person's not scared. And that person, it's not about, they're not doing it for you. They're doing it for themselves. And we have to realize that everybody's doing everything for themselves. But that doesn't make you selfish. It just, we can't take things so personally. Nobody's out to get you but yourself. And that's a hard one for some people to grasp. But it's in your head. You create the reality you want. And I'm going to pull a card on that note. The moon, upright this time. Change is coming. There's more change coming. There's more change coming. We got to trust our intuition. It might seem dark, it might be scary, but it's not. It's not. It's growth. Change is growth. So don't be scared of the change. This card coming up just really, I mean, I'm talking about the collective and all that stuff that I believe like it's about to get kind of nasty. And the media, I still think Neptune, the media over here with Neptune is about to really put pressure on our love and our values and our communities, and how we're able to even express that. Things are going to get weird. It's going to get weird, but we got to be strong. We got to accept the change, and we got to follow our intuition to get us through this. And the moon has a lot of intuitive nature to it. So get your emotions right. I think Scorpio, that full moon came at a great time to bring up what we need. Let's learn from it, grow from it, keep that change going, and trust your intuition, accept the change. I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend. I will put out a Saturday, Sunday horoscope tomorrow morning, and I really hope you had a great week. I hope you have some fun plans for the weekend. I hope you do something great. I love you all. If you made it this far in the video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video if you think it was important or has value. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great Friday.